from the station that's working for you. You're watching Fox 4 News at 6.
Just restores a little hope and faith in humanity.
A lot of help eases some of the trauma for a Metro man just days after he thought he had come face to face with death. Now members of the community are stepping up to help him. I'm Lauren Halifax.
And I'm John Holt. In a story you'll see only on Fox 4, Fox 4's Sheree Honeycutt spoke to the Metro musician about his ordeal. She's here now with his story. Sheree.
Yeah, Joshua Morello is a professional musician, and he says he's lucky to be alive after police say he was attacked early Saturday morning. He's going to be okay, but for now, his car and instruments are gone.
So I was parked right here, didn't even get out of my car.
Joshua Morello was parked near the busy intersection of Holly and Roanoke in West Plaza Saturday morning. Around 3 a.m., two white men in their 30s approached his car.
I mean, I honestly thought I was gonna die.
Morello says the men opened his driver and passenger doors and attacked him.
Beat me up, threw me on the ground, drove off that way. And the only witness was parked up the street.
The Good Samaritan ran to help him and called police. Morello says his bruises will heal, but his car and music equipment are gone. He plays local shows, teaches kids about music, and provides therapy for people with Alzheimer's.
Every single time when I play, there's some kind of reaction or some kind of connection with the person that maybe is not there just talking to them, which always amazes me.
Joshua Wilson with Modern Man Supply Company says Morello played at his store and he was instantly impressed.
Super nice guy, super humble. I kind of froze for a second. It was crazy. I was like, oh, I saw the picture. I was like, maybe he got in a fight. But then when I read what had actually happened, I was speechless.
Through the end of this week, Modern Man is giving 50% of their sales to help Joshua get new equipment.
Especially with someone like Josh that literally spends every day trying to help people, there's no reason not to help him in return.
That time of just like losing faith in humanity, and then businesses, musicians, artists, strangers, family, friends, everyone's been like just offering, like, you can use my car, you can use my guitar, you can whatever, like whatever you need.
Now, Modern Man will be at Josie Records in the Crossroads for First Friday. If you want to help, you can buy online or go in person. Now, something Joshua doesn't know is that Overland Park Guitar Center and Brooksider Guitar are going to replace the items at cost with the proceeds that they raise. Morello tells me more than anything, he hopes his story reminds others who are going through the same thing that they're not alone. Sheree Honeycutt, Fox 4 News.
This afternoon, dozens of faith leaders announced they're launching a new hotline for victims of police sexual violence. It stems from claims out of Kansas City, Kansas. Fox 4's Nicole D'Antonio live at Grandview Park Presbyterian in KCK with their efforts tonight. Nicole.
And you know, the community organizers say they don't believe this will fix the entire problem here in Kansas City, Kansas, but they do believe it's an important first step. Now, they met back here again after meeting here in December. That's just after learning about that lawsuit that alleged that the former KCK police detective Roger Galuski extorted sexual favors from poor women and coerced them into providing false evidence. Today, they shared that new hotline number. You can see there on your screen, the 913-228-3007, hoping that this new secure voicemail will offer a place where survivors can be connected with the best possible resources.
We're talking about people of authority, and because of that authority, that makes it hard for the victims to come forward. I mean, I would be scared myself if I was a victim of someone of authority.
And we did reach out to the unified government. We want to put their part of their statement on the screen here. They say, quote, the department has initiated several new and successful crime-fighting strategies since Terry Ziegler was appointed chief. Overall, crime in Kansas City, Kansas dropped nearly 11% in 2018 over the previous year. And they went on to say that they currently have 2 anonymous complaint hotlines going on, including a bilingual hotline as well. And we did put their full statement on our website, fox4kc.com. Nicole D'Antonio, Fox 4 News.
Hard to believe we're hitting the halfway point of the summer fun, the Independence Day holiday, a long weekend for many of you. No doubt hopeful for good outdoor event weather. We have the air show, soccer in town this weekend. Joe Loria, no pressure, my friend.
Yeah, we're going to kind of muddle through things. It's not going to be all that bad, but there are going to be a couple of time periods where we are fighting some rain chances, one starting out our holiday weekend, as a matter of fact. Pollen count for today, moderate. Mold count, low. Skycast for tomorrow, rated as green. There's actually a little upper level disturbance towards the south of Kansas City. Doesn't seem to be doing much right now, but I'll keep an eye on it. What we're wondering about, though, is what's going to happen out here overnight tonight. I bring that up because some of our model data is suggesting that we could see some thunderstorms develop out towards eastern Kansas during the wee hours of tomorrow morning. And where these storms eventually end up going is going to influence our weather here in Kansas City as we head towards tomorrow morning through lunchtime. So we need to watch that time period in particular for the chance of rain. Meanwhile, for this evening, we're just fine. Temperatures drop from near 80 down to near 70 with increasing rain chances by daybreak tomorrow morning. Lauren.
Thanks, Joe. A Blue Springs woman is accused of driving the wrong way drunk and causing a deadly crash. Jackson County prosecutors today charged 37-year-old Desiree Smith with driving while intoxicated, resulting in death. Prosecutors allege she was going the wrong way on I-70 last week near Adams Dairy Parkway. They say she hit 44-year-old Heather Blackman's car. That mother of 6 died from her injuries.
Another young mother will be remembered tonight at a vigil in her honor. 19-year-old Brianna Robinson died last Friday. Officers found her shot to death in a house near Blue Ridge Boulevard and Independence Avenue. That vigil set for tonight, 8:30 at Berry Road Park. We'll have coverage tonight on Fox 4 News at 9. Meanwhile, police want to talk to 2 guys about her death, looking for these two, 14-year-old Roger Williams and 20-year-old Paul Eichholz. Anyone with any information about these two, call the TIPS hotline, 816-474-TIPS.
A Grundy County man's going to prison for causing a deadly crash while inhaling air duster. 25-year-old Sean Yulee pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and child endangerment. In November of 2017, he hit Danette Rardon's SUV, killing her. Her 5-year-old daughter, Yulee's 5-year-old daughter, was also injured in the crash. A judge yesterday sentenced him to 35 years in prison. The state of Missouri is filing a lawsuit now against a Cass County roofing company. Attorney General Eric Schmidt is suing Apex Contracting and Roofing. He says the lawsuit's a result of multiple customer complaints. Customers allege that they paid for work to be done, but they didn't get what they were told they'd get. Schmidt's office estimates customers lost more than $70,000. There's been no response yet from the roofing company.
The Jackson County Board of Equalization today learned county administrators abandoned a strategy of incremental increases in assessing property values. The result, a massive backlash by property owners. After a quiet reassessment in 2017, the county's chief administrative officer says there were complaints that the county needed to fully equalize property values. Grandview and 10 of the 12 school districts in Jackson County that fund their budgets via property taxes helped fund that effort.
The incremental implementation of a plan like that, of the equalization plan, would tend to result in, we would anticipate incremental, if you will, increases in values. But the need for making sure that that equalization effort was implemented fully in 2019 and not to put it off, if, so to speak. The issue was, how do we get that done?
The result, massive value increases for homeowners who now claim they may not be able to afford to stay in those homes. The Board of Equalization Friday is expected to consider extending the July 8th deadline for appealing real estate tax values. Jackson County also faces a class action lawsuit challenging the fairness and accuracy of those assessments. The county says it does not comment on pending litigation. It continues to recommend homeowners and others who have concerns about their assessments file an appeal.
New bail reforms aimed at keeping people with low-level offenses out of jail just kicked in for Missouri. The Missouri Supreme Court says if somebody cannot afford bail now, they don't have to stay in jail while they wait for a court date. The reforms are supposed to help people who are presumed innocent provide for their families. Judges will now have to consider other bail conditions. This is for people who are not considered a danger to others. Judge Gatson hopes that the reforms benefit people who live in poverty. She's the founder of the Real Justice Network. That organization bails mothers out of jail for low-level offenses like traffic tickets.
We have a system right now, it's a pay-to-play system. So if you got some money, you can pay yourself out of this.
According to data from Jackson County, 60% of inmates were released from the Regional Correction Center after their court hearings.
World Cup fever. We catch up with a group of Metro youngsters just back from France.
A new partnership between police and a Metro animal shelter is already seeing some sweet results. You're watching Fox 4 News at 6.